Maybe your nervous system is the very thing that is holding you back. Here's the truth, guys. It is your nervous system, and everything comes to your nervous system. If you are living in a dysregulated nervous system, then automatically you are contracting. You're contracting from all the amazing things in your world. Now, this is the thing that no one's told us about. And from my journey, from evidence with my spaces, with clients, with Kundalini, this is shown that everything comes back down to our nervous system. So here it goes. You are maybe someone that has loads of dreams, ambitions, entrepreneurial, want to expand in your business, the success, want to bring in more money, or just a really fulfilling relationship. Also, friendships and connections that feel sustainable and good to your soul. But maybe, just maybe, there's a part of you, your nervous system, that just can't hold that because there's some self-limited beliefs, some sort of suppressed emotion, some sort of trauma that has told your nervous system that you can't have those things. Now, this is when inner healing work happens. This is why inner healing is so important for this journey, and energetic work. By energetically removing and clearing your path so that you can build safety within yourself, your nervous system, so then you can expand and hold more of the things that you want. And this is why nervous system work is so important and something that we have never been educated on to understand. Now, you can sit there trying to manifest, doing the meditations, the affirmations, following the things, but if your nervous system does not feel safe, then it won't be able to hold that. And this is why many people fail. This is why many people go back in circles, because you have not built this capacity, this strength, this stability, this emotional intelligence within your nervous system to hold it all. And I say this from my own journey. Now, I was someone from a young age that had deep, deep ambitions and dreams, that I always wanted to have a bigger life, but a life that felt good for me, that where I could be free and have the freedom and flexibility. But there was a part of me that didn't believe in that I believed that had to be a 9 to 5 thing, that I had to work hard to earn money. But also I was in this lack mentality. And maybe you're someone like that too. Maybe you're in this lack mentality. Maybe you think, this is it. This is all I can do. This is all I've got. But truth is, you're here to expand and you're here to evolve. But first, by building that safety. And the reason why you collapse, the reason why you can't hold the things is because you're stretching your nervous system too quick. And this is why this journey is about patience and trust, and about building that trust within your heart space. And this is something that we deeply do within my work, with Kundalini itself. What is happening when you come into these spaces, this energy is bringing up the energy towards your heart. It's lowering your cortisol levels, your dopamine levels, and enhancing your oxytocin levels. This oxytocin is a hormone of love, of trust, and deeper embodiment. And with this, your nervous system expands. Because as you begin to delayer and purify your system, your nervous system is able to hold more, because what you've created is spaciousness, and you're building in this new muscle memory. And for example, it goes like the gym. When you go to the gym, when you start, you don't just go to that higher weight, you gradually go up. You gradually build that strength within those weights because you're creating muscle memory and intelligence. Now, it's a journey. What you have to fully delve into and invest and be ready. Maybe you are someone that is deeply wanting to invest in something, or go on that retreat, or go on that holiday, but then you think, no, I can't. I don't have the money. I can't do this. I can't do that. Maybe you're someone that has a business and you want to expand and you want to show up more, but there's a part of you like, no, what if people judge me? What if I can't do it? What if my nervous system can't hold it? What if it all goes wrong? What if it fails? What if something happens to my health? And this is again connected to your nervous system, and why we connect to the root of why your nervous system is resisting these things. Now, majority, it's due to inner child, the way you've been brought up. Now, you may not know a logical sense of this, but on a subconscious level, our bodies hold things. Now, our minds may forget, but our bodies don't. This is something that I didn't realize. And when I started to go on this journey and I began to really heal and connect inwardly, I began to realize it was because my body was holding on to trauma, suppressed emotions, and self-limited beliefs. It was holding on to projections and conditioning from the outside world. I was living in this lack. Because I was brought up from poverty, from not much money, my nervous system held on to that. Therefore, I was always lacking. But also there was a part of me that always was also not being able to let go of money. I was scared to spend money because a part of me was thinking that if I spend this money, then it will never come back. And that was just it. Again, this comes from a place of lack, your nervous system, these beliefs. Again, with anything else, with any career, pursuing your goals and your dreams, there may have been that little voice, but you can't do it. But what if it goes wrong? But what if you fail? Again, this comes to that inner little critic, that subconscious belief that maybe you've held on to when you're younger. And that's why when we go on this journey within my workspaces, we connect deeper, we get to the root. And from my own journey and from people who come into this world, that is why significant shifts change, is because you're getting to the root. This is something that we've never been told about. And a few other examples is that in this world, we've been so led for the quick fixes, and that's why people don't get to hold it all, or things fail, or things quickly disappear. Again, this comes to someone who wins the lottery. People who win the lottery, yes, they win it, they get that money, but boom, they're so quick to spend it because, again, their nervous system can't hold that capacity because it was so quick. Again, with gamblers, when you're gambling, your money's coming in, out, dropping in. This is just a few examples. Again, when you're trying to pursue a goal or something, 1 minute you're in, and 1 minute you're out, 1 minute you're in, 1 minute out, and it's because your nervous system's not feeling safe. And you've maybe just invested in some certain mentors and coaches, or you've invested in things and they've never worked because they've never told you about how important it is to create safety first. And that with safety, when you build this, you're then opening yourself up to the world, to more of the abundance, to more of the love, and to more of the joy. And when you detach from living from someone else's life and begin to live in your own, then this is when you begin to truly connect deeper and open up your heart for that trust. So then that would then lead you to somewhere where you can pursue and do the things that you want to do. And this is why this journey is so powerful, because you're here to expand and evolve. As humans, we're here to evolve. We're not here to stay stuck and unfulfilled. Now, recognizing how your nervous system may be dysregulated. So when you are highly anxious, always overthinking, trying to take control of things, literally not ever being in the now, you're living in the future, that is when your body is in the flight and flight mode response. When you are procrastinating, self-doubting, not moving, resistance, feeling stuck, just numb, that is when you're in freeze. Now, this can be due to past emotions. This can be to the past holding you back. So that is why when you do the inner work, you are delayering that, and you're gently and slowly expanding your nervous system into this new safety. And with that, nothing else feels forced or pushed, but everything feels effortless, because you're holding more of this space and this trust within you. And that's why nervous system work is so important. And when you come to the spaces, and with anyone that you go to, if you're trying to reach a certain goal, dream, or desire with anything in your life, whether that's money, career, business, relationships, building something, or just in general, building this expansive and love for yourself, or you're trying to reach a goal in at the gym, or doing a marathon, or anything, it all comes down to your nervous system. So if you are someone that is feeling like, yes, my nervous system is holding me back, I totally resonate with this video, then you know where to find me, guys, because this is something that I truly emphasize within my spaces, is regulating that nervous system so that you can finally feel safe, to finally set yourself free and just bring in and welcome all that you desire, because you can really have that. Now, if you're listening to this and you're like, really, can I have that? And you're questioning about who, what, how, that again is your nervous system not being able to have that trust. And that's why you do this work, so then you can believe and you know that you can do and have all the things and welcome more of the abundance, because It's our birthright. And we're here to live ultimate vitality and health. Again, if your health is taking a toll, it's your nervous system. Most diseases, sicknesses, illnesses, all related to the nervous system. So this is why nervous system work is so important. And I hope this helps many of you.